What's going on, Scorpio? Welcome to my channel. It's Craft and Conjure. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to sun, moon, and rising. Singles, couples, men, and women. Cross watchers are welcome. If you would like to book a personal reading, please check the description box below, and all that jazz shall be there. And from today until November 5th, all 35-minute readings will be $20. So if that is your thing, inquire below. Now we have out the pocket Raziel, which is Angel of Mysteries. With my hand shaking like that, I have no clue. You can't know everything, Scorps. You won't know everything, and that sucks because I'm a Scorpio rising and I'm used to knowing damn near everything I can know. It's a time where you're not gonna know everything. The Angel of Mysteries heralds that some things in the book are not meant to be known at this specific time. And the best thing that you can do is to sit down and just go with the flow. Because when you start to try to inquire too much, that's when you can form this really interestingly weird spiritual cognitive dissonance where things just don't add up and you're trying to go and add this and put this piece here and put that piece there. And things just don't add up. So patience, balance, sitting still and just going back through what you already know, what we already know, because I could be the first one to relate to that. But not everything is meant to be known at this specific time. So just try to stand fast and, just worry about, what it is you can worry about. Okay. Now, also, I'm going to let you know that some of these cards have been reversed. And the only reason I'm reversing some, I don't think reversals are bad. I do find them to be potent at times, and I do find it to be a great way for the universe to talk to us and tell us the not so shiny parts of ourselves. So I just want to let you know that. So if you don't like reversals, you might want to click off now. Okay, let's go. But yeah, patience is a virtue. Sit still, balance. Just spend time really meditating. I'm hearing that maybe you should do some not arcs, but maybe a few angelic workings. There's so many ways to do that, but I am hearing to stay grounded. And for those that are into color magic, look into the color blue. Also, gentlemen, ladies who have stepped away from the solar power within your own life, step back into that. Just because you were scorpionic doesn't mean you can't tap into the sun. Okay. Defensive is not the way to go about this, and I'm just going to be real here. I'm not saying that you're defensive over everything, but the majority of what we're seeing, like the majority of what a lot of Scorpios are experiencing right now, is not external mayhem. It's not chaos from other realms. It's not the angels and demons and the black magic. Ooh yeah. It's not that. It's just shit we have to deal with. It's just the crap that is time for us to deal with, so forth and so on. So yeah, I can understand why you may be passionately defensive over dealing with stuff that might bring you pain, but at the same time, you got to go through that. We got to go through that. And I'll also say, as a rising, it's never really that fun to go through that experience. It's never really that fun. We just all want to be the Queen of Cups, where we're on top of our emotions, where we don't have nothing to worry about. Hence, we saying ours. Okay, yeah. We're on top of our emotions, where we have a balance, where we can step into our empathic ways, our witchy ways, our magician ways, whatever ways you tap into. But, when you're going through a cleansing time, especially during certain seasons, it can suck real bad. So in order to get back to this, even though we all just like to be there, we just want to be in the Empress and Emperor energy. We just want to be in the Nine of Pentacles energy, the Ten of Pentacles energy, the Ten of Cups energy, the Magician energy, everything, the High Priestess energy, the Hierophant energy, all that stuff. We just want to be there, but we don't, really want to kind of go through it to get there. That's everybody. That's just not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signs. Change, shifting, your evolution, healing can hurt badly, but you got to go through it. So it's going to sound real crazy for me to say this, but you got to let the guard down. You got to open the door, put the stinger away, and just be like, well, here, come on in, and allow it to happen. Because I swear, when it does happen and you go through that, the outcome can easily be this. I mean, it's nice, ain't it? I mean, of course, you're gonna have to go through this first and stuff of that nature. But when you go through the healing, when you go through the cleansing, when you go through what it is you have to go through, that the universe wants to go through, stuff like that, you already built that mindset for the King of Pentacles. You build that strong, courageous mindset. You build that mindset on when to move, how to stay grounded. When you get hit by a wave that's huge like a tsunami, you kind of learn to stick your feet in the ground and brace for impact. You kind of ready for that. And this can come from it too. Ask yourself this question for who's resonating and who's looking for this. Can you truly love somebody if you got junk in the trunk that you got to get rid of? And I'm not talking about that good junk in the trunk. We're not going there. Can you truly, truly jump into that love when you have things you have to go through? Can you truly, truly, truly gain this when you have things you have to go through? It sucks. It sucks not saying it sucks having to say, look, I don't know everything. It sucks saying, damn, I want to know that, but then the universe saying, not yet. It sucks when you want to know what's going on, when you feel like pieces of you are getting ripped apart and put back together three ways over and over and over again. And you just going through a lot of pain, always just getting hit hard by the full moon or whatever it is that's flowing in your life. But, the moon, for example, has a lessons. You know what those lessons are? One is this to see through the veil of illusions, to see through crap, this stuff, asking the moon to shine on situations that might block you or bring hindrance, and a lot of that comes from first having to face your fears. The moon will have a thing for illuminating your worst fear. Dead serious all my life, and I'm not talking astrologically and planet. I'm not. I mean, I guess you could put a planetary. Yeah, I'm talking more like working just with the moon, or working just with a specific planet. Especially the moon. I found that the spirits of the moon, certain ones will reveal to you your deepest, darkest. They're just scared your deepest, darkest everything and make you deal with it and bring it to light and then make you sit within it and say, damn. And it's really about what I'm hearing is it's about loving that piece of yourself. It's about facing the fear to love that piece of yourself. When you can love the pieces of yourself that just ain't, as they say, you know, that ain't people don't like, that's when the heartbreak stops. That's when the pain of like, oh damn, I don't like this part of myself stops. And you can learn to integrate it, or you can learn to love it. Because in reality, sometimes when you find out pieces of yourself, they're not really that bad. They're just pieces that you don't like. And you just, you gotta reintegrate them. You gotta reintegrate them into yourself, or just love them. Just say, this is me, so the world don't like it, but it don't hurt nobody. I ain't hurting nobody, but the choices are yours if you want to integrate it and heal from it, or just embrace it and love it. My motto is, if it's nothing too crazy, just love that piece of yourself. Love that quirk of yourself. Love that. Okay, love that piece of yourself, and understand that in order to get to the King of Pentacles from the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have to be the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to have to be a slow and steady wins a race for you, okay? You're going to have a slow and steady, because if you don't have a slow and steady, it's not going to work for you. Also, move on from things that no longer serve you. Move on from those thoughts, so forth and so on. I'm hearing a lot of talk about this moon cycle going to blast us across the universe, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not too deeply into astrology like everybody else is. Maybe I should, but I don't, okay? But I do work with the moon and I do work with planetary magic. And yeah, it is a lot going in the universe, but I can't speak from it like a point they are. But I am hearing that it's going to really do some major shifts in our lives, so forth and so on. So, stick on the ground with that. I'm just saying, move on from things that don't serve you anymore. You don't need those thoughts. You don't need those feelings. You don't need those dead, outdated belief systems. You just don't need it anymore. That can cause internal drama within self. And it's always that head heart drama, like, yo, I like this, but my heart says no, but my mind says yes. And maybe in reality, you're going to have to get rid of both those. So what? The heart and the head don't like it? For once, screw that pick me shit. Just get rid of something, even if your head and your heart don't like it, so they don't fight no more. I've been there. And yeah, and sometimes that is moving on from emotions. That is moving on from emotions and realizing that there are better things on the other side of that long journey. But don't worry, it's not too deep. It's kind of one of those beaches that you can walk on for 5 miles before you fall through the bottom and just go to the bottom of the ocean, seeing Megalodon. We don't, like a certain movie called Meg. I'm still mad at you, Statham, for making it. Anyway, we don't want to run into Meg. We don't want to run into Megalodon. No, we don't want to do that. But you can walk across this ocean. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine. You ain't gonna drown. But when you move on, you start to see that there's better things out there for you on the other side and on the horizon. And I'm not talking the grass is greener on the other side. I'm not always saying that, unless you made a pretty green grass and then somebody came in and messed your garden up, so you leave into another part of land and letting them keep that. Then we good. You can make any grass green, okay? But there ain't no grass on the other side. It's just a whole brand new veil of emotions. So be open to it, okay? All right, let's wrap this up. For those in the numerology, the number is 10. At the end of all this, so forth and so on, there will be some celebration. So try not to beat yourself up too much and try not to think you ain't going to get out of it anytime soon. We all going through it at the moment in some way, shape, manner, or form. And some signs are going through it a little bit worse than others. I mean, it also depends where everything is placed here and there, which is what the universe has for you. Everyone's going through a test of some sort. Everyone's going through a growth of some sort. Some people's growths kick ass. Some people's don't kick ass as much. But they all vary and they all shift. So just stick it out, okay? It will be celebration and party at the end of the day. All right. That's all I got for you. Hopefully, this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon to Raw family. Peace.